I never thought a single message could break me. But there I was standing in the cold outside the library, staring at my phone as my world collapsed. The girl I loved, Lily, had sent me 10 short words that stabbed deeper than anything I had felt before. I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm with Marcus now. Please move on, move on. Like I was some project she finished and tossed aside. I remember the streetlights flickering above me, the breeze pushing my hair back, the city sounding far away. Everything felt unreal, like I was floating outside my own body. I tried to breathe, but every inhale felt sharp, wrong, painful. I walked for hours with no destination, replaying every memory, every smile, every promise she made. My chest felt like it was caving in. I kept wishing I could wake up from the nightmare, but it was real. By sunrise, I looked like a ghost. I washed my face in the college bathroom sink, trying to pretend I was fine. Pretending was easier than feeling. And then just as I stepped into my first class, I still read the smartest girl in the entire college, Chloe Bennett, turned toward me and said, "Ethan, I need you. Will you tutor me?" That was the moment everything changed. I tried to rush out of the lecture hall before anyone noticed how tired my eyes looked. But Chloe stepped in front of me with her notebook hugged to her chest. "Ethan, can we talk?" she asked. Her voice was soft, almost careful. I swallowed hard, trying to hide how numb I felt. "Sure," I said. "What's up?" She took a breath. "I need help. With tutoring." I blinked. "You, Chloe Bennett, the girl who gets top marks without trying." She gave a small, embarrassed smile. "Yeah? Me?" I didn't understand. I barely understood my own heartbeat after what Lily did to me last night. Everything still felt heavy. Chloe looked at my face a little too closely. "Are you okay?" "You look not okay." "I'm fine," I muttered. "You don't look fine." "Well, I am," I said. Sharper than I meant to. She didn't get angry. She just held her notebook tighter. "I really do need help, Ethan." Before I could respond, Ryan slid up beside us, waving his hand like he was part of the conversation the whole time. "Ho, what's this?" he said. "Chloe asking Ethan for help. Did the universe flip?" Chloe rolled her eyes. "I'm serious." Ryan grinned and nudged me. "Maybe she wants more than tutoring." Chloe's face turned red. "Mine probably did too. That's not trying." "Stop," she said. He lifted his hands. All right, I'll behave." I tried to breathe. Their voices felt distant, like they were floating around me. I still heard Lily's message in my head. "I'm with Marcus now. Please move on." I forced myself back to the moment. "So, what do you need help with?" Chloe hesitated. "Logic structures. I'm not as good at them as people think." "Okay," I said. "I can try." She looked relieved. "Thank you." We stepped into the hallway, and that's when I saw her, Lily. She stopped mid-step, eyes locked on me. Her smile died the second she saw Chloe standing close to me. "Ethan." She whispered. My stomach twisted, but I didn't move toward her. I didn't say her name. I just stared back, quiet. Ryan leaned toward me. Awkward. Lily's eyes bounced between me and Chloe. "Are you two talking?" Chloe spoke first. "I asked him to tutor me." "Why?" Lily looked like she wanted to say something else, something big, but she froze. She didn't look powerful anymore. She looked small, unsure. "I didn't know you two were close," she said. "We're not," I replied. "But we're working together." Lily flinched like I'd hit her. Chloe stepped a little closer to me, not touching, but enough to show she wasn't backing away from Lily's glare. "Is that a problem?" she asked. Lily shook her head quickly. "No, I just didn't expect it." Neither did I. For a moment, none of us spoke. The old version of me would have chased after Lily, tried to fix things, tried to make her smile again. But something felt different now, like the ground wasn't hers anymore. Chloe looked at me gently. "So, do we start tomorrow?" I nodded. "Yeah, tomorrow." Ryan pumped his fist. "Team Ethan rises again." I actually laughed. Felt strange, weak, but real. As Chloe walked away, she looked back and met my eyes. "I'm glad you said yes." And for the first time since the breakup, I felt something shift inside me, something small, but strong. Maybe I wasn't as broken as I thought. I reached the library early, trying not to overthink why my stomach felt tight. When Chloe walked in, she smiled like she was genuinely happy to see me. "Ethan, hey," she said, setting her bag down. "Ready?" "As ready as I can be to tutor someone smarter than me," I joked. She shook her head. "I'm not as perfect as people think." "Pretty close," I said. Her cheeks turned a soft pink. "Sit. Let's start." We spread our books out. I tried to focus, but I kept noticing how she tapped her pen when she got nervous. So I said, "What part isn't clicking?" She looked down. "Honestly, none of it. I freak out when people expect me to get everything right." I paused. "Pressure? A lot of it," she whispered. "If I miss even one point, someone comments. Teachers praise me like a machine. Students wait for me to fail." I leaned back, surprised. "I didn't know you felt that." "No one does," she said. "I pretend I'm fine." I nodded slowly. "I get that." She met my eyes. "You do?" "Yeah." "I pretend a lot to." Her expression softened, and for a second she looked like she wanted to ask about Lily. But she didn't. Instead, she pushed her notebook toward me. "Can you explain this part again?" she asked. I walked her through the logic steps, drawing arrows and circles. Our shoulders brushed once, lightly. She didn't move away. "Maybe I didn't either." "Oh," she said. "That makes sense. You're good at this." "I try. You're better than you think." I laughed quietly. "Doubt it." "No. Really," she said. "You calm things down." "I don't. Feel judged when you explain stuff that hits somewhere deep." "Thanks." She smiled again, small, warm, real. We kept working, but the vibe felt lighter. She teased me whenever I scribbled too fast. "Slow down, Professor," she said. "My brain isn't built like yours. Your brain is built like 5 of mine." I replied. "I doubt that." "Well, I don't." She laughed and something in my chest loosened. Right when we finally understood the hardest problem, Ryan appeared out of nowhere, leaning over our table. "Ho, ho. What's this?" he said loudly. Chloe jumped. "Ryan, don't do that." He grinned at me. "Dude, are you two on a date?" Chloe almost choked. "We're studying." "Right?" he said, winking. "Studying. It's not like that." I said. "Sure," he said. "But it could be." Chloe covered her face with her hands. "Please stop talking." Ryan laughed and clapped me on the shoulder. "Ethan, man, you're leveling up faster than I thought." Before I could reply, he wandered off, humming like he'd witnessed something huge. Chloe groaned. "He's impossible." "He's just being Ryan," I said. She peeked through her fingers. "Do people think we're something?" "Probably not," I said. "Ryan just likes chaos, I guess," she said, trying to hide another blush. We went back to the lesson, but everything felt different, warmer, closer. At one point, I messed up an example and Chloe burst into sudden laughter. I stared at her. "What's so funny, you? You're actually human," she said between giggles. I laughed, really laughed for the first time since the breakup. It felt strange and good at the same time. Chloe wiped her eyes. "Thanks for helping me today." "Thanks for showing up," I said. She smiled softly. "Tomorrow again?" "Yeah," I said. "Tomorrow." And as she packed her things, I felt a cautious hope opening slowly inside me. I stepped out of class feeling lighter than usual, still thinking about the way Chloe laughed yesterday. But the moment I turned the corner, my chest tightened. Lily stood there. "Ethan," she said softly. "We need to talk." I froze. "I don't think we do." "Yes, we do," she insisted. "Please." Her voice shook. Her eyes were red, like she hadn't slept. I didn't move, so she stepped closer. "I made a mistake," she whispered. I swallowed. "What mistake?" "Leaving, lying, or choosing Marcus." "All of it," she said. "He cheated on me." I stared at her. But all I felt was this strange emptiness, like the pain had burned itself out weeks ago. "I'm sorry," she said. I didn't know where else to go. "That's not my problem," I said quietly. She grabbed my sleeve. "Ethan, please. I miss you. I regret everything." I pulled my arm away. "Stop. Can we just talk?" she said, voice cracking. "I can explain." "There's nothing to explain." She stepped back like I slapped her. "You don't mean that." "I do," I said. Before she could say more, a gentle voice broken. "Is everything okay here?" Chloe appeared beside me, her expression calm but firm. She stood close enough that I felt her shoulder brush mine. I didn't expect anyone to step in for me, especially not her. Lily stiffened. "This isn't about you." "I know," Chloe said. "But Ethan looks uncomfortable." "I'm his ex," Lily said sharply. "And I'm his friend," Chloe replied. "So I'm staying." Lily blinked like she didn't expect that answer. "This is private." "It stopped being private the moment you grabbed him," Chloe said. Her tone wasn't rude, just steady. My heart hammered. Not from fear, but from shock. Someone was actually defending me. Before Lily could respond, heavy footsteps approached. Then a voice I wish I never had to hear again. "Marcus." "Lily," he snapped. "Stop embarrassing me." She rounded on him. "You cheated." Marcus scoffed. It wasn't cheating. It was one night. One night? Lily cried. You promised. I didn't promise anything, he said, eyes cold. You're acting like a child. Lily broke into tears. She turned back to me, desperate. Ethan, please. I know I hurt you, but I love you. I swear I do. I want to fix this. I'll do anything. Marcus threw up his hands. Seriously? You're begging him now. Lily ignored him. Ethan, say something. Tell me you still care. I should have felt something. Anger, pain, hope. But there was nothing, only a quiet calm settling inside me. I don't want this anymore, I said. Her breath hitched. You don't mean that. I do, I repeated. I'm done. Lily's knees buckled a little, and Marcus rolled his eyes. Come on. Lily, stop crying. It's pathetic. She sobbed harder. I just want you back. I shook my head. No. That one word felt heavier than anything I'd said in months. It wasn't shouted. It wasn't cruel. It was final. Chloe touched my arm lightly. Let's go. I followed her without looking back. Lily cried harder behind me. Marcus muttered something under his breath. The hallway felt to open, like the whole world had stopped to watch, but for once. I didn't break. Outside. Chloe let out a slow breath. Are you okay? I think so, I said. I didn't. Fall apart? You shouldn't, she said. You deserve better than what they put you through. Her words hit deeper than I expected. Thanks for stepping in. She smiled a little. Anytime. We walked together, quiet but not tense. And for the first time since everything fell apart, I felt something new rising inside me, strength. A kind I didn't know I had. And I wasn't going back. I arrived early at the library, notebook in hand, trying to focus on the thought of helping Chloe instead of replaying Lily and Marcus in my head. She was already there, spreading her books across the table with that quiet, focused energy that made people stare. Hey, I said, setting my bag down. Hey, she replied, smiling softly. Thanks for coming. No problem, I said. So, what's first? She tapped her pen against the notebook. I think I need help with the essay structure. I can't get the logic to flow. I leaned over, pointing at her outline. See? You're repeating the same idea twice. Move this paragraph here and it will read cleaner. She nodded slowly. Ah, I see now. Thanks. You're welcome, I said. Honestly, you're really smart. It's impressive how quickly you grasp things. Chloe tilted her head, faint blush on her cheeks. I try, but being smart doesn't make life easier. Sometimes it's lonely. I paused. Lonely? Yeah, she said softly. People expect a lot from you. Everyone sees the grades, but they don't see the pressure or the mistakes you make when no one's watching. I felt my chest tighten. I know that feeling. She looked at me surprised. You do? Yeah, I've been hiding my own mistakes, pretending I'm fine. Her smile was small, genuine. Then maybe we're both hiding a little. We worked on her essay, but our conversation drifted. I pointed out a grammar error and she teased me. Slow down. Tutor, she said with a grin. I can't follow your fast brain. You're faster than you think. I shot back. I just have a slow way of explaining. She laughed, and for the first time, I felt light. No betrayal, no heartbreak, just this moment, this small connection suddenly. Ryan appeared at the end of the table, leaning casually with a smirk. Oh wow, tutoring session or secret date? Chloe's cheeks flushed bright red. Ryan, stop. It's fine, I said, trying to laugh it off. We're just studying, right? He said, winking. Studying together. Totally innocent. She muttered something under her breath, still embarrassed. I caught it and smiled faintly. After Ryan wandered off, Chloe leaned back, folding her hands in front of her. You really are different from everyone else, Ethan. Calm, patient, and not judgmental. I shrugged. I just want to help, I guess. She studied me for a moment. You know, people like you. They make others feel safe, even without realizing it. Her words hit harder than I expected. Thanks, I said softly. We went back to the essay, but something had shifted. Our teasing continued, but it felt warmer, more comfortable. Every so often, she would glance at me with that thoughtful smile, and I couldn't help but look back. Finally, as we packed up our things, she said, tomorrow again. Yeah? I said, trying not to grin. Tomorrow, walking out of the library together, I realized something I hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. Not the weak, desperate hope I clung to before, but real, steady hope. Maybe, just maybe, this tutoring thing wasn't just about school. Maybe it was about healing and finding someone who could see the real me, and maybe, For the first time since Lily, I was ready to let someone in. I was stacking my books at the cafe counter when I overheard the whispers. Marcus got caught cheating again, someone muttered. I froze. My stomach twisted. I hadn't expected to care. Not really, but the words hit anyway. Seriously? I muttered to myself. Lily's voice came from behind. What did you just say? I didn't turn, I said. Nothing. You heard it too. She asked, panic rising. Marcus. He's failing everything. I kept my expression calm, though inside a strange mix of relief and emptiness churned. She looked at me, tears threatening, like she wanted me to comfort her. I didn't. You have to help him, she pleaded. Please, Ethan, you're the only one who can know, I said firmly. I'm done. Her hands trembled. You can't just... I shook my head. I can. I'm done with all of it. Before she could respond, Mason, the cafe owner, appeared behind the counter. His brow was stern, eyes scanning the small room. Ethan, he said quietly, I don't want their drama here. Just focus on your work. I nodded, grateful for the interruption. Mason's words were simple, but they carried weight. The old me would have tried to calm Lily, maybe even apologize. Not anymore. Lily sank onto a stool in the corner, hugging her knees. Her face was pale, tears falling freely. I felt nothing. Not satisfaction, not anger, just quiet. She had broken me once. Now, her suffering didn't belong to me. Marcus appeared then, looking furious. Ethan, he barked. I need another chance. I can know, I said, cutting him off. Not here. Not ever. He froze. His face twisted, like he didn't expect me to speak at all. But I know. I repeated, softer this time, almost calm. You lost your chance, Lily whimpered behind him. Marcus spun around, shaking his head. You're so cold. You don't care at all. I looked at him, really looked. For the first time, I saw him as someone small, not the giant I had imagined in my memories of him flaunting his charm. Flaunting Lily and Lily. She didn't glow with control anymore. She was just. Fragile. Chloe stepped up beside me quietly. Her hand brushed my shoulder, a small anger. Let's go, she said softly. I followed her out of the cafe, leaving Lily crying and Marcus sputtering behind us. The sun was warm outside, but the weight I'd carried for months felt lighter, like it had lifted. Chloe glanced at me. You okay? I think so, I said, taking a deep breath. I didn't feel happy about them failing, just free. That's better, she said. Freedom beats revenge any day. I nodded. She was right. All my life, I had waited for karma, for revenge, for some sense of justice. But real strength wasn't about seeing them suffer. It was about letting go, stepping forward, and protecting myself. We walked together. Quiet but steady. The cafe behind us faded into a blur, and for the first time, I realized I didn't need Lily's apologies or Marcus's second chances. I had my own life now, my own peace, and that, I thought, was the kind of karma that mattered. The group study workshop was louder than I expected. Papers rustling, pencils scratching, students murmuring questions. I tried to focus on Chloe, who was setting up her notes like a little general commanding an army. Ethan, she said, tapping my shoulder, come help me explain this to the group. I swallowed. Public speaking wasn't my thing, but her eyes bright, expectant maybe nod. We moved to the front of the room. Chloe began explaining the problem, pointing at the board, her voice clear and confident. I filled in the gaps, answering questions and helping students understand the tricky parts. No one interrupted. No one judged. It was calmed out at one point. Chloe smiled at me and whispered, You're really good at this. I blinked. I just try to make it simple. No, it's more than that, she said softly. You explain it in a way people actually get it, and you make them feel like they can do it. I felt my chest tighten, a warmth spreading I hadn't expected. After the session, Noah and Sophia approached. Wow, Noah said, Chloe's good, but you actually helped a lot, Ethan. Sophia nodded. Yeah? You're smart in a way we didn't expect. And patient. I shrugged, unsure how to respond. Compliments had always felt awkward, especially after everything with Lily. Chloe stepped closer, her notebook tucked under her arm. See, she said softly. I told you you're smarter than you think. Not just with numbers or logic, but with people. I blinked. You think so? She nodded. I know so. For a moment, we stood there, the room buzzing with students around us. But the world felt quiet. Ethan, she said, tilting her head, I didn't really need tutoring today. I frowned. Wait, what? She laughed lightly, a soft, genuine sound that made my chest lift. I needed an excuse to spend time with you, to see the real you, the one who's strong, patient, and kind. I stared at her, not sure if I should laugh or choke. Kind, I said. She nodded. Yeah? You hide it well, but I saw it and I like being around you. My heart started pounding. This wasn't awkward tension or teasing like with Ryan, it was different. Honest, warm, real. I like being around you too, I admitted, quietly, trying not to let my voice shake. Chloe smiled. Small but radiant, and I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time, hope. Not the weak, desperate hope I clung to before, but a steady, grounding hope that maybe life could be better. We walked outside together, the sun low in the sky, casting a warm glow over the campus. I felt it on my face, on my hands, and most importantly, on my heart. Tomorrow? She asked, glancing at me with that soft smile. Tomorrow, I said, smiling back, feeling lighter than I had in months for the first time. I realized healing wasn't about revenge or waiting for karma. It wasn't about proving anything to Lily or Marcus. It was about being seen, being understood. And maybe about letting someone in. I took a deep breath, letting the warm air fill my lungs. This time, I was ready to move forward. And for the first time since everything fell apart, I felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be.